In the nation's capital, it is a snowy one. Over 30 centimeters or 12 inches of snow fell in the last 24 hours, but that has not deterred these fans who get to see their Ottawa Charge for the first time in quite some time. Let's meet the starting goaltenders for tonight. 30-year-old Nicole Hensley gets the call for the Minnesota Frost. Hasn't played against Ottawa this year, but was 2-1 against the Charge last season. Emmerich Mashmeyer returns to the net for the Ottawa Charge. Now, she's been great this year, the fourth best save percentage in the league at .925, and also backstop Team Canada to a key 3-1 win over the Americans in Game 5 in Summerside, Prince Edward Island. So we face off at TD Place with the Charge and the Minnesota Frost. These two teams have split the first two matchups. One was a 5-2 Minnesota win, and the other was a, like I mentioned, a stingy 1-0 Ottawa victory. Brianne Jenner scored the only goal in that one. Here's Jakes at the point, a long shot that was tipped just wide of the goal. Centering pass comes back out again. That one from Claire Budorak, and Ottawa's able to clear the zone. This is the team that struggled just prior to the break as they race in on the forecheck. Serdachny tries a centering pass in front, and it's taken back by Stecklein, and the Frost are in over the line. Stecklein is pushed down. Puck jarred straight in behind the goal. Is taken by Katerina Mrazova, who has 6 points in 10 games for the Charge this year, but she turned the puck over. Here's Claire Thompson, the league's assist leader at 11. Meets the puck on the half wall, spins away from a couple of checks. It bounces towards Mashmeyer's goal, and it comes free. It's back to Zumwinkle, who gets it over to the point again. Good Minnesota pressure. Thompson gets it back. There's a shot on goal, and Mashmeyer was able to fight it off. It was tipped right in front of her on top of the crease. Brenna Curl trying to make a move towards the front of the goal. That was cut off by Ashton Bell, and once again Ottawa turns the puck over at its own line and has to go back.
Well, and that's one of the things Carlin McLeod had said before this game is they've got to be better through the neutral zone. They've worked on that. They've talked about it a lot, but they've got to eliminate those turnovers.
Another puck that's deflected. Ends up on a Minnesota stick in the neutral zone. Minnesota, the league's top scoring team this year. They've had no trouble filling the net. And Ottawa, although a bit of a dip with 11 goals allowed in the 3 games prior to the international break, but throughout the most part of the first half of the season, they've been one of the stingiest defensive teams. So it's offense versus defense tonight, and right now good pressure from the Frost. Another centering feed, comes back up to the point, and below the goal line, Taylor Heisey tries a centering pass in front, and that's cut off by the Charge, who again are just able to get it out to the neutral zone, but again, no further. Heisey on the next wave of the attack, centering pass in front. That's Coyne Schofield who whipped that one wide on the far side. Takes the puck in below the goal line as Minnesota changes its deep pair. Allows Ottawa to vacate the zone, and here's Emily Clark, gains the red line, and finally Becky gets it in deep.
And it's just been a smothering forecheck so far for the Minnesota Frost. Ottawa has been really struggling just to get out of the zone and through the neutral zone.
Turnover now from the Charge. This is Rebecca Leslie looking for the puck at the side of the goal. That's finally pushed in behind the net. A couple of days ago, Minnesota scored a .23 in the contest against Toronto, and once again off to a fast start again here tonight. Here's a chance to move in for Shishova, centering pass in front, and it's sticked away by Mashmeyer at the last second. Allows Ottawa to counter with Leslie. In over the line, makes a move, looks for some help. Centering pass that was quickly cut off. Markowski was jumping up into the rush from the back end. It's chipped to the line and once again sent out, and this will go down the ice.
It looked like Minnesota was going to replicate what they did against Toronto. They get the puck transitioned quickly through the neutral zone and create a 2-on-1.
Budorak puts the pressure on. Once again, it's another Ottawa turnover. This forecheck has been relentless from the Frost in the early going. McGregor, who scored 2 nights ago in Toronto, made it 2-0 at the time. That lead, of course, didn't stand, although the Frost did pick up a point. Once again, a battle for the puck at the side of the goal. McGregor takes it at the hash marks, tries a shot towards the goal. That was blocked down by Jinsey Rose and sends it away from Meixna. Meixna recently played for Austria in Olympic qualifying in the international break. Had 2 goals and 2 assists in that span. Another player that was solid offensively.
And had the opportunity there to get the puck in deep and allowed herself to get stood up by Claire Thompson. So getting pucks in deep for Ottawa, the couple times they've had some pressure, that's what they've done well.
Serdachny chops the puck in. Another player that had a Good international break at the rivalry series. 3 assists in 2 games. Can she use that to her advantage to get this Charge team going? Bell does a good job to cut off Curl. Curl, though, able to catch up and shovel it in behind the goal. The Charge will get it out the far side. And 3 Ottawa players to the neutral zone, led by Serdachny. A couple of nice moves. Centering pass in front, looking for Jenner. That hit a skate and just went wide of the goal. Serdachny hot on the puck again. Down to Brianne Jenner towards the front of the goal. And that one shoveled wide on the short side as Hensley started to move away from that post.
Serdachny with some really good energy on that shift. Both the zone entry and then the back check.
Tipped in by the Frost. Larocque has to fight in her skates and is able to get the puck back to the neutral zone. Channel Watkins able to advance the puck quickly.
Well, there's a difference right now to his quick puck movement.
There's a shot from Jakes. That one Mashmeyer was able to fend off. Might have caught some of the post as well. Jakes again to the front of the goal. And Emirates Mashmeyer is down to make a save for the Charge, who have been busy in their own end to start this game.
Mashmeyer with a couple of saves already. A quick 2-on-1 to start this frame. Mashmeyer's got to come across the net. They don't quite get that one on goal, but she's got to be sharp. Serdachny at the other end of the ice. Good zone entry, good back check. Feeds this one down to Brianne Jenner. Jenner tries to walk it out front.
Taken back by Manny McMahon. And to the neutral zone, here's Clark with some speed on the left side. A centering pass in front. Tirolova was tied up at the last second.
And Tirolova loves to activate, so she gets the opportunity. You're going to see her drive the net. Emily Clark knew that.
And the puck towards the front of the goal, now in behind. Quick passing in front, they score! Catch and Hensley going the wrong way. And Manny McMahon opens the scoring tonight.
Well, Nicole Hensley, you were right. She was caught going the wrong way. She did not realize that puck had come out the other way. She was still on her post. She comes across, stays on that post. She's watching the other direction. McMahon has all sorts of time to corral this puck, step out, get a better angle, and fire it into the net. And now there's a player playing with lots of confidence. She got invited to the rivalry series with Team USA. Didn't even know she was on their radar.
And that's some of the opportunity, or the bounces that didn't go Ottawa's way leading into the international break to get a key goal, but now they're going to be short-handed. Goaltender to the bench for an extra attacker. 6-on-5 as Ottawa races to try and touch this puck. And it will be the Frost to the power play for the first time tonight. It's a lethal unit right now that's second in the PWHL.
Of course, the second thing that's been plaguing this team was all sorts of penalties. Minnesota going to the power play.
Look at the penalty as Markowski heads off. 2 minutes as this Frost power play will go to work for the first time tonight.
And Ottawa. The other issue that has plagued this Ottawa team is a ton of penalties, and that one you could argue she's just rubbing out her player. She should have turned her back a little bit, so she got her bit on the numbers.
Minnesota in as high as he takes the puck in behind the goal. It's a power play that's brought to you by Royal. Tiger Towel, paper towel, power through tough messes. On the outside as they announce the opening goal of the contest, but right now it's defense that's the concern of Ottawa. And a good play in the middle of the ice from Rebecca Leslie down the ice.
On another area that Ottawa has been working is their penalty kill, just making sure that they're tight in formation.
Have 11 power play goals in 4 of the last 5 games. In over the line, Mashmeyer makes a save. Rebound and it's shoveled just wide. A couple of Minnesota players thought that one in, but Mashmeyer with 2 beauties in front, and it's down the ice again.
Well, created by Taylor Heisey with a nice move through the neutral zone to open things up and then make that pass. And Brooke McQuaid just walked right in.
Good stick from Jinsey Rose, is able to break up what looked like a dangerous looking rush. It's taken back by Britta Curl. Curl is able to get away from a couple of better centering pass in front again, and it's stopped by Mashmeyer. Zumwinkle had a good look, comes back to Jakes. Shot deflected up again. Another key block from Ottawa.
This power play has been deadly as well. Number 2 in the league right now, and a couple of good chances off the rush.
Yeah, they've looked dangerous right off the hop here tonight. Ottawa can't clear up the wall the first time. Now it's hammered off the glove. Here's a chance for a short-handed break. In alone, scores! It's a jailbreak for Gabby Hughes.
Well, your best penalty killer was your goaltender, but Gabby Hughes puts an exclamation point on this first power play. She's just out waiting in the weed. She gets in behind everyone. Ottawa gets his puck out. She's in the neutral zone waiting for it. She finishes to give her team the 2-0 lead. You can just see her start to sneak out into the neutral zone, say, hey, you know what, if this puck gets out, nobody knows I'm here. Snuck in behind everyone. 2-0 for Ottawa.
Well, just what the doctor ordered for Carla McLeod, a team that's been struggling offensively. 2 first-period goals before 8 minutes is ticked off the clock, and that effectively ends Minnesota's power play on the jailbreak. Here's a centering pass in front, and Nashmeyer really has to fight with Shishover to cover up that puck, and now some pushing and shoving in front.
No doubt you're going to protect that goaltender when she has been your best player all season. She makes another save. Minnesota just driving pucks into the crease, tenacious, both forecheck and on the back check. This time it's Liz Shepard's getting in there, trying to push this one in. She does some of her best work from down low.
8:05 gone, and what's been a stellar goaltending performance from Mashmeyer, and 2 opportunistic goals from the Ottawa Charge.
One of the things they have not been this year, and we've seen them time and again get breakaways, get good opportunities, and get stoned. And so now they've made good on those.
Scramble off the draw, taken back by the Frost. It's Steckline who just floats one in behind the goal, taken there by the Charge. Nowhere to go from Mrazova, so it comes back up to the point. Another shot looking for a tip in front, and once again Mashmeyer is forced into another save, as that was Himla-Rova who put a little backhander in front.
Now Dominique Petrie, she's back in the lineup, and she's a player that's not afraid to go to the middle of the ice.
Just her 6th game of the season, scored in each of her first 3 games, and then was forced to miss time due to an injury, so had 3 goals in her first 4 games on the year.
And then out for 11 games, so another player that if they can get her going, what a great bit of secondary offense.
Battle on the near side. Kelly Panic gets it back up to Jakes. Cross-ice pass. Tana Watkins tried to dish it down to the goal line. That was read well by the Charge, who were able to get the puck to Leslie. Gets it to the point, but not out. Once again, the Frost will try and reset. They score! Minnesota gets it right back on a quick shot. Britta Curl makes it 2-1.
Britta Curl, who hasn't scored a goal in 5 games, and she finally gets on this sheet. And she's a player that you know she can be dangerous. She's gritty, and once again, it's just this forecheck all over Ottawa. Tons of zone time. Fires that puck. You knew something was going to get past Mashmeyer with the number of shots they'd had, the traffic. There it is again. Kelly Panic right in front of the eyes. Minnesota just chipping away at this 2-goal lead.
All 3 goals combined in the first 10 minutes and 7 seconds. Completely the opposite of what we saw at the XL Energy Center a couple of weeks ago, when it was a 1-0 affair.
This Minnesota team averages about 3 goals a game. The #1 scoring team in the league, so you don't expect too many of those 1-0s.
Right now they're in behind the net once again. The forecheck causing Ottawa's defense some problems. In below the goal, Jocelyn Lalonde does her best to bottle up Budarak, and Budarak is able to shield the puck. Does have some help as well with Shippers, and it comes back up to the point, finally taken back by the Charge. Chipped in by Victoria Bach, who will chase after it with Mike Snup. Taken back by the Frost. McQuaig has some time and has some space, gets to the red line and is able to chip it in. For Taylorova, who was Czechia's captain over the international break, able to chip it forward. Mrazova leads the rush. Thought that Victoria Bach was right there. Instead, the Frost were able to quickly intercept and behind the goal again. Jenner's got a beat on this puck, and she's there first. Centering pass comes back to Savalainen, and here's Danielle Serdachny down towards the goal line, trying to sneak it in on that short side, and Hensley had to react and spun around to keep it out. Razova at the half wall. Savalainen had to hurry on that pass. It's held in by Teralova. However, Jenner has checked off the puck. And with 8:30 to go in period number 1, Ottawa back to its own end. The captain, Jenner, looks at a 1-on-4 rush. Doesn't like that. Spins it back over the stick of Jocelyn Larocque. Coyne Schofield gets it to Heisey. Sharp angle shot. Gloved down by Maschmeyer as Ottawa continues to protect a 2-1 lead. Finally back on home ice. But Curl has made it a 1-goal game. Decor that's been under pressure so far in this first period. Shots are 10-4 favoring Minnesota. It's the Frost trailing 2-1 in the contest. Ottawa wins a draw on its own end, and Larocque is able to get a backhand right to the neutral zone. It's picked up there. And over the line, the charge come in and taken by Hughes. Centering pass in front, and Hensley is down to make a save, and she hangs on.
One of the times that they've gotten the puck off the face-off Ottawa in their own zone, and they moved the puck quickly. So that quick puck movement got them out of their zone. Gabby Hughes goes in to work behind the goal line. She tries to shift this one out front. Emily Clark is coming in. She gets a piece of that one. Hensley makes the save.
It's controlled by the Frost and onto the neutral zone. Rose is able to close the gap quickly. Hands on her pass, though. Zumwinkel's right there. Puck finds its way to Clark. Clark plays it over to Hughes and dumps it in deep. McMahon trying to race after the puck. It's shoveled around by Hensley. Taken back by the Frost with Jakes. Bounces out to the neutral zone. D'Arcangelo, her backhand feed. Looks like some of the piece of the boards is on the ice right now as the puck comes the other way for Clark on her backhand. Tried to get the puck towards the goal. Shoveled in behind the net. Channel Watkins did a good job closing that gap off, and it comes back up to the point. Held in by Jocelyn Larocque. Fakes the shot. Looks towards the goal. Back to Clark. She'll take it off the post. It was tipped neatly in front. Second chance opportunity. That was D'Arcangelo that got the redirect in front. And a close call there.
Well, that one looked fairly innocent. Managed to hit the post and fool Hensley.
Another chance for speed as it's dumped in by Rebecca Leslie into the opposite corner. Onisheva pushes the puck in behind the goal. But 3 Frost defenders there are able to take it. Comes back to Rose at the line, walks the line, but brought the puck back out outside. So everybody has to retreat. Markowski is there as well. Good crisp pass. In over the line again. Venisheva makes a move to the backhand as he tries to get towards the front of the goal. That was cut off. Comes back out to Markowski. She holds it in below the goal line. This is May Batherson. Familiar name in these parts with her older brother Drake in his 7th year with the Ottawa Senators. First time playing in Ottawa. Of course, a member of the Frost.
Of course, first time in Ottawa, and the NHL players are on break.
It'll come. A couple of more games between the Frost and the Charge at TD Place. Here's a chance to skate in over the line. A shot towards the goal from Victoria Bach. It was deflected wide. Mike's tries a centering feed. It's right there. Again, it's pushed in front. And that was from Razova, who had a good lane to shoot, but decided to try and play that pass. Instead, it's back out to the neutral zone. Ottawa's looked better in the last couple of minutes.
Definitely playing with more speed right now. It's like it took them a little bit of time coming off of the break to get up to speed. With their legs back under them.
Bach will try and race after Claire Thompson. Thompson protects the puck well. It's pushed into the corner and in behind the goal from Sheppers. Sheppers gets it back. And it's just a play off the boards out to the neutral zone. Taken by Steckline. Steckline has her pass eaten up by Serdachny. Wants to try and settle that rolling puck down. Pass that's dumped out to the neutral zone. Jenner's able to tip it forward, but it comes to Jakes. Jakes, her pass bounces in the neutral zone, collected by the Charge, and here's Hughes. Right now, the short-handed goal standing up to the difference. Centering pass in front, played back in front, and Hensley was down. Another chance for Jenner. That was blocked by Cava. A key block there from number 86 in purple and white. More Ottawa pressure. Back to Larocque. Looks towards the goal. One-timer expanded on by Serdachny, who can never quite get that edge settled down. Back to Heisey and Coyne Schofield the other way. That's a dangerous duo. Heisey stops up at the half wall, looks to the trailer. It's Cava, makes a nice move, scores! Tie game!
Michaela Cava, and what a move! This line has been so dangerous for this Minnesota team. Now this comes off of a whole heap of pressure from Ottawa, but you give Heisey an opportunity to set on that wall. Find Cava, what a move, walks into the slot, and she beats Maschmeyer on the blocker. And there was a lot of talk, Michaela Cava, around the time of rivalry series. Is she a player that should have been invited? If she does something like that, I think the overwhelming response might be yes. She has looked good.
Quite the dangle from the Thunder Bay, Ontario native. Count for number 4. We'll check that number 5 on the season by making a 4-game point streak. She continues to be red hot, and Minnesota, unlike 2 days ago, this time they've erased a 2-0 deficit. And we're back on even terms with 4:05 to go. Turnover chance, and that one just missed the top corner. Once again, Ottawa trying to get the puck out. It was cut down by the Frost. Puck battle ensues on the near side and below the goal line. As that was Britta Curl knocked off the puck, but slow to get up as she hustles towards the bench. Ottawa comes back down the other way. First shot blocked. Second shot towards the goal. And Hensley is there to cover it up.
Oh, they've looked good this period, the Frost. If you know when you play against them, you need to move the puck quickly. They're getting on quick, getting in on the forecheck, creating turnovers, so some puck management as well for Ottawa.
Played into the Ottawa zone, and Savalainen and Jinsey Rose organize Ottawa's latest attack, and they have Emily Clark streaming down the right side towards the goal. Whip the shot wide on the blocker side. Razova covering that left point, able to keep it in for a moment. Also has Manny McMahon there as well. On the back end, right towards the middle. Shot on goal, and Hensley with a pad save. Jakes already has 2 shots in the hockey game. Scored last night on a beautiful bar down finish to make it 1-0. Able to dump this in deep.
I gotta think a player like Manny McMahon's feeling good right now. That was a nice pass that she just made to Jocelyn Larocque for a scoring chance.
Here's this top unit again. Serdachny plays it back. One extra pass from Serdachny to Jenner, and it was off the mark. And Ottawa has to retreat back out to the neutral zone. Prevent the Carl McLeod to stay and shoot the puck.
Well, it's been a theme. She said that to this team before. She's wanted them to shoot. A couple times they've gotten the puck into the slot. They've opted for that pass.
Colorado native making her 6th start of the year, has a 3-1-1 record, but the numbers haven't been as good as they were last year. 310 goals against average and an .882 save percentage coming in to today, but Minnesota so far second in the PWHL, been able to outscore a lot of their problems. Do give up quite a few goals as well, but top team in terms of offense, and we've seen it on display so far in this one. Leslie is just able to hammer this one through. Chance to skate. In over the line towards Hensley, and it's kicked away as Venisheva was taken down. Fans screaming for a call, but no referee's arm goes up.
Venisheva with a stick on that puck at the end, and it looked like maybe she was going to get it to trickle past Hensley. And she does a great job to use her speed. Tenacious player.
Another close call on that rush. Heavy collision there, McQuigg just rattled down Venisheva. That's the second time she's been taken out, and visibly frustrated there. She heads to the bench. Taylorova keeps it in for the charge, at least for a second. Savalainen, finished defender, backs up to her own line, and Ottawa will try and regroup with a minute to go here in period number 1. Zumwinkle, though, attacking, comes back in, skates over that banded stick as she crashes into her own player and behind the goal. This is sent out. Flaherty will just pound it back in, but it's a delayed offside, so the Frost will have to tag up.
Ottawa a couple times just looking to stretch out that neutral zone, which is great when they get those passes through. Minnesota's picked a couple off.
Hughes bodied up against the boards in the neutral zone. Clark will try and follow up. That doesn't work. Taken back by Jakes. Pass to Kava. Scored a beauty earlier on in the frame to make it 2-2. 20 seconds to go. Markowski, once again, that long pass. It's behind Hughes. Comes back to Heisey. Top line's been busy tonight for Ken Klee and the Frost. Both Coyne Schofield and Heisey were in on the assist. So the assist means Kendall Coyne Schofield now the PWHL leader in terms of points as we reach the end of period number 1 as it's 2-2 in Ottawa.
Carla, hot offensive start for your team, which is what you wanted. What led to that spark?
I think we're just obviously getting to the net there. Just a couple nice little plays by Gabby Hughes, obviously setting up McMahon's goal and then finding the jailbreaks.
And very shortly, I saw a Queen Carla sign. Thoughts on that?
Well, it's not even my mom in the building, so I don't know who I owe $5 to, but I'll get that sorted.
Thanks, Carla.
Thank you.
Carla McLeod played on the 2006 Olympic team. We only had 5D that year, so I don't know if there's too many defenders out there that don't actually love it in the extra ice time.
That might be a big question for Ottawa going forward as we begin this second period in a 2-2 hockey game. Budarak settles the puck down, and Thompson is able to pound this one in. Ashmeyer is out of the goal. Jinsey Rose, who led all skaters with over 8.5 minutes of ice time in that opening frame, is able to get the puck out to the neutral zone, and Mrazova chips it forward to Brianne Jenner. Jenner stops up. No one there to support, and it's dumped back down to the Ottawa line by the Frost. Teralova is back. Swooping pass is tipped in by Ottawa. Channel Watkins tries to bounce this one up the near side boards. Emily Clark stepped in front of that, takes the puck in behind the goal, now works her way towards the goal. Hard centering pass, too hot to handle for Hughes. Here's Savalainen, her pass in tight. And that was poke checked away by the goaltender.
Well, that's Gabby Hughes once again. She's having a good game.
McMahon skates onto this puck, tries the centering feed, cut down again by the Frost. Clark is trying to buzz her way over there. Finally, it's taken back. And Britta Curl is able to get this one up and down the ice. No icing. As the Frost are able to beat that one out with Zumwinkle.
And that's just a smart heads-up play to flip that puck in when she knows she's got Grace Zumwinkle in behind the D. She knows she's going to beat her to that puck.
Mae Batherson at the point, long shot, and Mashmeyer's got that between the pads for a whistle. Puck forced out by Ottawa. D'Arcangelo just wants to push it over to an open wing, and LaRocque is there. Bounces off a couple of skates to the neutral zone. 2 minutes now gone here in the second period. Markowski back and round in with LaRocque. 36-year-old still on the very top of her game.
Markowski's another one from the Edmonton area, so I gotta think she's got that next game circled on her calendar.
Fourth round selection by the Ottawa Charge at 23 years old. Markowski has had that Edmonton date circled, you bet. Up to the neutral zone. Shisheva is able to intercept, and the Frost will want to get back in on the forecheck. Dumped in. Petrie. Spinning around as the puck is sent to Meixna. Thompson on a good pinch down keeps this play alive. In below the goal line. Taken by Shisheva. Fighting for the puck. A 2-on-2 battle. This Frost team has been relentless on the forecheck so far. Imlarova is able to dig it out on her backhand. Gets it to Shisheva at the half wall. Looks towards the slot area, and Thompson was there. She fanned on the one-timer. It might be caught as Ottawa tried to speed back the other way, but quickly taken back. It's dumped in. Mashmeyer thought about coming out to playing it, but LaRocque was there. Chips it over to Anna Meixna. The Austrian forward is unable to get the puck out.
Well, it was Lee Steckline with a great defensive play in the neutral zone to break up Ottawa's rush, send that puck right back down into Ottawa's zone.
Shepard has trouble controlling right in front of her own bench. Eventually gives it up. Here comes the Charge. Back the other way with Bach, and a shot that glances off the glove of Hensley. Up and over top of the crossbar.
There's a player that would love to get going again. Victoria Bach, when she first came to this team, she went on a point streak. She's been quiet since.
No points in her last 5 games for Victoria Bach. Jenner is in over the line. Towards the goal. A two-hopper that's sent away by Hensley. Rose, the defender, is in, trying to keep this moving. Shanna Watkins trying to clear. McQuigg didn't know the puck was right behind her. Comes back to Jinsey Rose. Trying to get the puck in deep. Jenner is there. Has support from teammates, including Serdachny. Danielle Serdachny. Puck on the edge of her stick. Comes back to Rose. Shot towards the goal. Right in front again. Razova wanted to tip, and Hensley sent it to the corner.
Some good work along the wall from this line, and Danielle Serdachny with a nice little play to get that puck up to the point.
Savalainen was changing, and that allowed Minnesota to clear the zone, but here come the charge again. Jinsey Rose on her backhand. Neat feed to the middle. Shot from Teralova, and she just missed. Right in the heart of the slot. Tipped on goal again. Hensley down. Where's the puck? It's in. The puck crossed the line. A mad scramble in front, and it looks like it's Gabby Hughes again.
Well, what a night for Gabby Hughes, and doing the things she does well, which is go to the front of the net. You're going to get rewarded. Great puck movement through the neutral zone. Jinsey Rose back to her D partner, Teralova, who rips this one. Emily Clark, she's been having a good game as well. Gets on it, puts it back over to the net, gets to the puck first, and there's Gabby Hughes to get a touch on that puck and slide it past Hensley.
Well, what a night for Gabby Hughes as we get a great look at the overhead. That puck is poked in. Now the officials are having a long chat about this as the scramble in front. Was there any sort of goaltender interference? And we've got the Gabby chants ringing out at TD Place. It's a good goal. They dropped the puck, and Ottawa leads for the second time tonight. Hughes had 9 goals last year. She's got her first 2 goals of the year. One might say, Becky, she's been due.
Well, she has been due, and you could say that about most of the forwards on this team coming into the second half of the season. So nice to see that they're starting to get rewarded.
Hard check on the side as the Frost come up firing after giving up their 3rd goal of the hockey game. In behind the goal, Teralova wraps it around. Ottawa unable to clear, but finally it's taken back by Vanisheva. There's a hard check again, and that one will be a penalty for the second time tonight. It will be the Frost headed the power play with Aneta Teralova heading to the sin bin.
This is not a power play you want to give too many opportunities to. You saw that the first time around. Teralova with the hit
body checking
on Flaherty, and you know, that's kind of a tough one to take, and only because we see that hit so many times during the game. Obviously, Carla McLeod, not a big fan of that one, but nevertheless, her team's going back to the penalty kill.
And it's a power play that's brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel, paper towel. As Minnesota gave up a shorty, a jailbreak goal the last time out. We'll try and correct that here. Good pressure from the outside with Thompson. Up top, floats one in towards the goal. Thompson has 5 power play assists on the year. Looking for a deflection in front. Leslie is unable to clear the puck. Once again, just sent over to an open wing, and Thompson is there. And once again, the Frost will try and set things up. Down low towards the goal. Play in front. Matchmeyer down, made a good save in front off of Petrie, and finally down the ice.
Some great deception from Claire Thompson, and she shows that shot. You've got to respect it. She draws players to her and opens up that low pass lane.
50 seconds killed off by the Charge as the Frost barrel in on the right side, and once again we'll try and get this power play set up with Jakes. Jakes, the quarterback right now, played the panic, makes a move in front. Nashmeyer stayed with her, made a save, and the puck finally backhanded as it bounces down to the Minnesota line.
Nashmeyer has been sharp, another good save, and that's just all sorts of traffic out front.
Zumwinkle was tripped up, was able to get the puck in deep. 40 seconds to go in Minnesota's second power play as this building erupts with Hughes' second goal of the night. Ottawa gets it to the line and barely held in on a great play from Jakes. Zumwinkle pushes it back over to that far side. Jakes again. Zumwinkle Lots of Minnesota pressure. Down towards the goal line again. Towards the front of the goal. It's sent just wide from Panic, who had a good look, and there was some room on that glove side.
She had all sorts of room on that side. She just didn't.
Zumwinkle, a drive. Mashmeyer the save. The rebound popped up. Minnesota first to the puck. Penalty about to expire. There's a key block down in front. Puck still loose. Mashmeyer makes the save, and then she's pushed into the back of the net. Some of the Minnesota players celebrating.
I think we've got a rivalry building.
Big save from Mashmeyer. And Ottawa by 1.
There's a little bit of spillover too, because Portico was pretty feisty at the rivalry series. Got into it a couple times with some of the Canadians, Poulin mostly.
Gypsy Rose lost her glove off of that draw. Comes to Heisey for a back pass. Right now it's 4-on-4. Lots of open ice for Claire Thompson. Great skater now towards the goal line. Pass comes back up to Lee Steckline. Drops it off. Heisey. Ottawa finally starts to close in on some of these players, and that was pushed out as Gypsy Rose and Thompson meet. It's offside on the Frost. So a minute 35 to go on this 4-on-4 situation. Good crisp pass. Venisheva is in, fakes the shot, scores! Curl and drag and a rocket from Venisheva. It's 4-2.
On a pass through the neutral zone from Savalainen. Of course, the two just playing against each other, and that's going to end the night for Nicole Hensley. And Venisheva, she pulls that one and rips it over the glove. Nice wrist shot. Use the D as a bit of a screen. Fire that one upstairs. Ottawa up 4-2. Maddie Rooney will take over the net.
4-2, and we haven't even reached the midway point of the second period.
The big thing for this Ottawa team then is to make sure that they can hold that. They got to be strong defensively, get the puck moving, and get it out of their zone clean.
So Maddie Rooney comes in, the 27-year-old. Played both games against the Charge earlier in the year. This is a delayed offside here. The Frost will have to retreat.
Rooney's been good this season for this Minnesota team.
Teralova makes a couple of nice moves. Pass right through the middle. Stick goes flying. Picked up by Clark. Trying to maybe test a cold goalie, as this rink has been known to be one of the chillier ones. Minus 12 degrees Celsius today. But it's buzzing right now. Gabby Hughes did a good job working on Lee Steckline. Took her off the puck momentarily as bodies continue to fly everywhere.
Gabby Hughes, she's having herself a night on the score sheet, but that was a nice back check.
Couple of goals already for Hughes, and doing it everywhere in every phase of the game so far. In over the line, taken back by Batherson, who had to shoulder check a couple of times. Pass ahead to Shepard, and Shepard leads a 2-on-2 rush. In over the line, crisscrossing, and looking for help. Centering pass, blocked by Gypsy Rose. Seems like she's everywhere tonight as well. Batherson lost the puck. Darkangelo might have a step. Cheyenne Darkangelo on a half break on her backhand. And what a play from Flaherty to get back on a neat poke check.
Another good defensive play from Flaherty, and I don't think Darkangelo knew she had support coming in on the other side.
Back to 5-on-5, and that was the support. There's Serdachny races in. Ottawa is buzzing right now in towards the goal, and that one just missed. Wanted to test Rooney for the first time tonight, but the puck just passed the post.
Well, I think that's just it. When you get a fresh goalie in the net, you do want to test her.
Serdachny from left wing to right wing. Stops in at the line. Feeds the trailer. Savalainen. There's Rooney's first save down to the butterfly. Rebound loose in front. Second save from Maddie Rooney as Minnesota under all sorts of pressure and down by 2 for the second time tonight. More Ottawa pressure. Serdachny all over the ice. Minnesota all of a sudden wondering what hit them in this hockey game.
Well, Ottawa with 7 scoring chances to Minnesota's just 2 so far in this period. So yeah, I don't think this is what they expected. You know, Ottawa started the first period a little bit flat, but they're a different team right now.
Reminder, new episodes of Jocks and Jills with Tessa and Julie are available every Tuesday and Friday. Listen wherever you get your podcasts and follow them across social media at Jocks and Jills. Jocks and Jills, the official podcast of the PWHL. And I have a feeling Julie and Tessa might have a thing or two to say about this game so far, and we still have 9:20 to go in the second period.
I think they're like everyone else, wondering where some of these Ottawa players have gone, and we're seeing them tonight, the potential that this team has.
And we talked about what the international break could do to this team. And although this is only half of a game, we've got an answer. This team is flying tonight.
It's amazing what a little bit of confidence can do.
McMahon is in over the line for the charge. Set on the pass. Marzova tried to get that towards the front of the goal. That's taken back by the Frost, and a puck that was flipped towards Coyne Schofield. She's just able to muscle it out to the neutral zone, and now back into Ottawa territory. Venishva has to go back and pick it up. Centering feed comes in front. That's a big block there from Markowski, who was right in the lane. Took that one off the shin guards and takes the puck in below the goal line.
And Minnesota had won the wall, won the boards, and got that scoring chance. So Markowski, a good job to get in front of that shot.
Markowski, no ill effects as she takes the puck in over the line. Petrie's in behind the goal. It's sent around, but too hot to handle for Jenner. And that allows the Frost to exit the zone. Here's Jakes on her backhand towards the goal. Centering pass in front, and Zumwinkel was right there, but just couldn't pull the trigger.
Sophie Jakes again bringing the offense. Nice net drive.
Jakes looks at the goal, doesn't shoot. Plays to the far side. Jakes is at it again. Now she will let it go. Hit a body in front, bouncing around. Taken by the charge. Is another glove that's littered on the ice. Finally out to the neutral zone. Serdachny wins a couple of puck battles and gets in deep. Another player that's had a lot of jump tonight as she's taken down by Flaherty. Spun around, gets back up on her skates, feeds it over to Vasco. Alexa Vasco tests Rooney. Another save for the new Minnesota goaltender.
On the right, Serdachny has had some jump in her step tonight. And she's a big player, and she starts winning those board battles like that and creating offense from it.
Rania Savalainen takes the puck and stops in behind her own net. Takes a check at the clock. 7:05 to go in the second period. Pass to Victoria Bach. And there's that curl and drag again. This one just missing the top corner on the exact same play that Venishva just scored on.
Victoria Bach playing on the fourth line now. She comes out on the ice, and maybe you're not quite expecting that, but she's got a ton of skill.
Came over on that big trade just before the turn of the calendar from the Scepters, and Bach is on it again with Rebecca Leslie below the goal line, trying to centering feed in front. Thompson was there, and it's played out by Shepherds. Runs into a couple of red Ottawa sweaters, has to turn back. Batherson facing another forecheck. The only option she have is glass and down the ice. That would be an icing call. Of course, Edmonton first, Buffalo second. Stops in Raleigh and St. Louis also on tap. So check those calendars. Smashmeyer makes another save right off the draw. It's out to the neutral zone again with 5:45 to go in the second period. Scoring chances, Becky, that were pretty even after the first period favor Ottawa in the second frame, 7-2. Turned over though by the Charge. A hard centering pass, bounced away, and it comes to McMahon. Opened the scoring on a sneaky play that caught Hensley looking the wrong way.
Emily Clark with a nice defensive play to come down and break up that last play.
At the end of a shift, McMahon just dumps it in deep, and Steckline is back for the Frost, facing some pressure as Ottawa forces a turnover. Here's D'Arcangelo. Neat little centering pass, chip in front. That was poked away. Comes to Markowski. Markowski lowers the shoulder, tries to get around the outside. Shisheva spotted her once, and Markowski is now in deep. Puck battle ensues. Markowski has some support. Centering pass. Comes back up top. Shot towards the goal. Rebound. Scores! Venishva again. And it's 5-2 Charge.
Another player, you were waiting for her to heat up, but The Charge right now, they're winning the wall, they're winning the puck battles, and they're creating off of that. And even earlier in the shift, getting on the back check and turning pucks over. This one comes off a skate. Benisheva comes in. Johnny on the spot, picks that one up and puts it into the net. Really no chance on that one. They're creating their own luck and their own bounces right now by the way that they're battling.
It's a 3-goal lead for the first time tonight for the Charge, and the next wave of the attack comes in. Serdachny, Savalainen, quick passing. Serdachny fakes the shot. Good defensive play from Britta Curl, forces Ottawa back to its own line.
And Serdachny looked like she was going to be able to pull that one and get that shot in the middle. Curl had to do a good job.
All 5 Minnesota players back to defend. It's 5 goals on 17 shots for the Charge tonight. Pass ahead. Vasco. Nice little touch to Bach. Bach is in. Pull, scores! Another slump snapper. Victoria Bach makes it 6-2.
Well, we've already talked about the skill that she has, and she gets this puck into the middle of the ice. It's a good, quick transition, exactly what Ottawa needs. Bach pulls this puck in and fires it between the defender's legs. Flaherty in a good spot, try to block that shot, but the patience for Bach to recognize that she needs to pull the puck in, find that gap between the legs. That's a tough save for your goaltender to make. She gets the back of the net.
4 straight Ottawa goals in this middle frame. Now Minnesota's got a high-powered offense. You can never count them out, but this has the makings of an early rout. Frost will come back and take a shot. Bach, her 3rd of the season and 2nd with the Charge. Player that was dealt early, we mentioned that, and she was called the wild card. She had that high ceiling that no one really could quite define, and with a release like that, these fans could be happy for a long time.
She's been on the 2nd line since she's come here. Tonight they put her on the 4th.
Turned over though, another shot trapped by Mashfire. Ottawa down to 5D. They've mastered it perfectly. The long change and all, they've outscored the Frost, as I mentioned, by a count of 4-0. And there's still 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. There's a penalty that's going to be on the way. It's touched by the Frost, and it will be Ottawa going to the power play. Everything going the Charge's way so far tonight.
Well, they finally got their offense going. Now, this is the next box that Ottawa wants to tick, which is to get this power play going. They're last in the league right now. They have not found a lot of chemistry throughout the course of the season. You see that slash to the face. There's your penalty. And so finding the chemistry that they had last year they were one of the best in the league on the power play.
Haven't scored a power play goal in the last 5 games tonight. Feels like that could change by the way the offense is clicking, but right now they have to try and set up the man advantage, and they do just that. Tirolova trade spots with Jenner in the middle. That's Mrazova, gets it back to Tirolova. Lots of movement on the outside. Here's Jenner in towards the middle, now down and behind the net. Quick puck movement again. That was one of the keys from Carter McLeod. Serdachny now takes it up and wheels out towards the slot. Thought about the shot, still has the puck. Serdachny gets it back up to the point. Tirolova receives on her backhand. Minute 10 to go in this power play. It's a Royal Tiger Towel power play. In towards the goal. That one is chipped wide. Savalainen in deep. Serdachny had that latest chance. Now curls back in front. Takes a whack towards the back of the calves. Another centering pass that bounces off of a couple of skates. Benisheva. Already a pair of goals. Top of the circle, saucer pass, back to Jinsey Rose. Great Ottawa pressure. Larocque will now try and take it down the wall. Centering pass in front, it was there for Gabby Hughes, looking for the hat trick. Clark. Back up top. Rose lets it go. It's off of the nod of Rooney. Centering pass in front as Rooney scrambles back. Finally sent all the way down the ice. Great pressure from the Charge.
On a nice idea by Venisheva just to throw that one back on net and see if she can catch Rooney out of position, but a much better movement on this power play than we've seen.
35 seconds to go. This is a Minnesota penalty kill that has really struggled. In fact, dead last in the league.
This team Minnesota has been able to score all year, but has had some struggles defensively. Penalty kill, giving up goals.
15 seconds to go. Curl takes the puck, avoids a check from Teralova. 10 seconds. Panic is in over the line, tries a backhand feed in front. That one cut down by the Charge, chased out back to the line. Long shot, blocked down in front from Cheyenne Darkangelo. And what a middle frame.
But what we know about Minnesota is this team is never out of it.
And it's a franchise first for the Charge, scoring 6 in a single game. And it took them just 40 minutes to do it. 6-2, Ottawa. 4-goal deficit for the Minnesota Frost as we head into the final 20 minutes of play. Time and space became a major issue as Ottawa came wave after wave with a lot of speed, Becky.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that Carla McLeod has said that her team has had all year. She said, we're a team that has a lot of speed. We don't know if anyone in this league can match it. I think this is one of the first games that we've seen this through the course of 2 periods. So I would think her message to her team is don't change a thing.
Hughes with a couple of goals and an assist. Venisheva has a pair. Bach snapped out of a 6-game goal drought, and Rania Savalainen has 2 points. All part of an offensive explosion on a snowy day in Ottawa. What will the final 20 minutes tell us about this rivalry? Of course, still 3 more games to go this season between these two. It's been feisty. Heisey has the puck with Kava. Kava scored back in the first period. Takes this puck in. It's a slow roller that comes to Mashmeyer. Puck out to the neutral zone, and here come the Charge again. Generally pass and a hard check. McMahon fires back with a shot. Channel Watkins delivered a pretty heavy check, and McMahon didn't like it.
She didn't, but you need to stay disciplined. Right now is not the time to start to take penalties.
Give her a shot to the head.
Channel Watkins is a tough defensive defender, and she throws a pretty heavy hit, clean hit.
Zumwinkle makes a couple of moves, but good pressure from Vasco, who's got a point tonight. Sends the puck back in. Jakes is there. Centering pass comes out front, and Maddie Rooney is able to jump on that puck, and a face-off coming up in the Minnesota zone.
Just some nice work for Ottawa just to continue to put that puck deep. Amanda McMahon right there, a little punch to the head. Lucky she got away with one, and those aren't the penalties that you want to take at this stage of the game.
A goal tonight on 2 shots and just under 8 minutes of ice time through 2 periods. Another play towards the goal. Serdakis had a ton of the puck on her stick tonight, just looking for that backdoor play there. It's out the other side and taken back by Steckline. Is unable to clear on the first chance. And finally out to the neutral zone. Taken by Jinsey Rose. First pass intercepted by Dominic Petrie. Larocque will try and reset. Venisheva escapes to the neutral zone. Extra move puts some teammates offside. Teralova will try. 1-on-4. Skates in over the line. Looks for some support. Serdakny is there. She now heads to the bench after what was a pretty lengthy shift. Dumped in. Takes a funny bounce. In towards the goal. Somehow stayed out. Rooney was fooled by the bounce, and it was almost tucked in by Venisheva, who was one off the hat-trick goal.
Wow, did she almost get a gift? And you know, the one thing you might forget when you come into this barn is it's an old barn, and there's some funny bounces, and we've seen it before.
The
here.
Square boards. Saw a couple last year when Jenner scored a hat-trick against the Frost. It was a couple of funny plays just like that and behind the goal that resulted in goals. Quig Drops it off towards the goal. Shot and a couple of bodies in front. That one from Channel Watkins again. Another heavy check. Both players go down. McQuigg and Mike's now. Another attempt at goal. Rose does a spin right in front of her old goaltender. Good skating from Jinsey Rose. Is able to clear the zone herself and will lead the rush into the line. Bounce pass. Victoria Bach in deep. Tries to get around Batherson. This time Rooney will cover this up. Another face-off in the Minnesota zone.
Teresa Venisheva looking for another one. She gets a fortuitous bounce but can't put it away.
What a save!
Amanda McMahon to take this face-off, so it's on her strong side.
In behind the goal. Cava is able to lift this one out to the neutral zone area, and that's where McMahon is there. Also had Emily Clark for a second. It comes to Hughes. Clark on the right side, takes a bump, managed to wrap around Mae Batherson, who cut her off. Izzy got a stick to the midsection, and that took her off the puck. Over 6.5 gone here in this third period. We've seen 4-goal periods twice. Two teams combined for 4, the 2-2 first period, and then Ottawa put a real drubbing on with 4 goals themselves in the second.
Ottawa really good through the neutral zone right now, and Minnesota's not able to get anything going with speed clean through that zone.
Sadaki, backhand feed in front, puck loose, Jenner right on goal, and Rooney makes a good save in the butterfly. To the middle of the ice. Taken back by Curl.
Jenner and Serdachny have had their looks tonight. No points yet.
2-on-2 collision in behind the goal. Sent to Meixner's wing on her backhand. Flip play forward, and Terralova gets the puck back out to the center ice area. Thompson is there. Thompson had that great save on the Venisheva chance that took the funny hop off the boards. Otherwise, we are without doubt talking about a 7-2 hockey game.
Just got her stick in there and did a great play.
D'Arcangelo combines with Rebecca Leslie. In over the line, pass defended well. Channel Watkins takes the forward to the boards, back up to the top of the point. Nowhere to go for Larocque, who just spins it back in the corner. Leslie is there. D'Arcangelo joins quickly, but puck pops loose. The Frost will, again, back out to the neutral zone. They got to be careful getting players off the ice. Clark and Terralova dumped in again. This time Rooney, just an extra delay as she comes out.
Once again, stymied through the neutral zone. Passes aren't connecting.
Play forward. Quigg stops at the goal line. Looks for options in the middle of the ice. Everybody's covered from this Ottawa defense. Batherson is in deep. Defender in behind the goal. Clark was tripped up for a second. Was able to pick the puck up and just flip it out to the neutral zone. It's under the glove of McMahon. Another heavy check in the neutral ice area. Savalainen avoids the body check herself. Picked up and over top of the crossbar. That's going to be a penalty coming up. A lot of shots going back down on each side. And finally the referee says enough is enough.
Well, looks like this one's going to go to Taylor Heisey. Send Ottawa back to the power play. And a power play that was looking a lot better. It's a hit on Gabby Hughes. Right there on the back.
Number 27, minor penalty, body checking.
So Ottawa back to the power play, and one of their goals was to see more movement, see what they could create, and they did a much better job of that last time around. Had some really good zone time. They were able to get a couple of good looks.
So this Ottawa power play will go to work. It's a power play brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towel. And the Charge win the draw, and we'll try and set this up. Terralova is at the point. Plays it over to D'Arcangelo. They trade spots. Cheyenne D'Arcangelo has to chase after this puck. Jenner's on the left side. Back to D'Arcangelo. Terralova. D'Arcangelo. Jenner wants that one-timer. Scores! What a blast! capitalizes at 7 goals. That's a new PWHL record.
I don't think any of us predicted this one, did we, Matt? That Ottawa would open up for 7 goals in the game. Brianne Jenner with a few good looks this game, and she finally makes good. And this is a snipe as it comes back down her side for the one time, and she gets it upstairs and over the glove. Just a beautiful shot. 7-2 right now for Ottawa.
Scored a big goal in the rivalry series, and that is the theme tonight. That break, those games have done something to this Ottawa team, and Jenner's, that's the shot that these fans have gotten to know and love over her long international career, and now making a home of it here in the nation's capital. Leslie is in, chance, scores, make it 8! Venishiva's got her first career PWHL hat-trick.
Well, that is just a beautiful play, and the hats rain down from a TD Place arena that is pretty excited. Nice puck movement, tic-tac and toe, and Venishiva puts this one in, buries it for the Hattie. Just the second hat trick in the PWHL this season. Of course, Marika Lukeland with the other one. Now the question now is, can this be a turning point for Ottawa in their season?
This is game number 46 of 90, so we are officially into the second half of the season, and I'm not sure even Carla McLeod drew this one up in her pregame plan. Let's get 8 tonight.
Well, if only it was that easy.
So, of course, 7 wasn't good enough to set the PWHL record. They extended to 8, and it's 6 unanswered to make it 8-2 as Mashmeyer hangs on.
And Ottawa with a good night in the building, a good night on the score sheet. Venishiva with the hat trick. Ottawa puts up 8.
And on a night of records, there's one more to add to the list, and that is 10 combined goals in a game, surpassing the 9 that happened twice.
You know, there's just under 10 minutes left in this one, too. I don't know if they're done yet, either team.
Well, Minnesota trying to answer. Backhander in front, Mashmeyer down, and she's able to find the puck, and there's a sea of skates and legs in front of that Ottawa crease. The Frost control, it's back to the point. Here's Jakes towards the goal, trying to set up play in front to Himlarova. She's stapled up against the boards. As the fans rain down a "We want 10." 8 goals are a couple away. Here's a chance on a rush, though. Buff in front. Tirilova saved by Rooney. Mike Snow was there, but couldn't get good wood on that third chance. And they might just get 10 if that keeps going.
2-on-1. They're able to walk right in.
Hughes and Curl are all tangled up in the neutral zone. It's been a feisty game as well.
Well, no doubt there's some frustrations right now on Minnesota's part.
Brooke Bryan is in. Settling pass. Defended by Markowski. Has to go chase the puck in behind the goal. Sent up. Venishiva. Tip play towards the front of the goal. Markowski took down a Frost player in front. That was Kelly Panic. Panic back on her skates. Unable to secure the puck as D'Arcangelo gets it out to the neutral zone. LaRocque is there, so is Leslie. It's pushed in over the line. That Ottawa power play goal there by Jenner, which was a couple of goals, snaps out of an 0-for-12 stretch and 5 straight games without a PP goal. So you know that one felt good.
Well, like you said, you want to check a couple boxes here tonight, and that was the other one, is to get that power play going and get on the board. That's pretty huge for this team.
8 goals on 24 shots for the Charge tonight.
Well, it's one of the things Ken Klee had said in between periods is you got to get a couple saves as well. And Ottawa's had some good chances, but it's a Minnesota team that could have used a couple big saves here tonight.
Jenner is back and below the goal line, unable to clear. Comes back out to Channel Watkins. Puts a hard pass in behind the goal. Ottawa's there as it's flipped over to the near side. Mike's now. Clarity gives her a bit of a whack. Mike's slow to get to the bench as once again that chippiness continues. Well after the puck is gone.
You could predict that you're going to see some of that. Even an 8-2 game, and Minnesota, a team with a lot of success this year, not used to this.
Jenner is in over the line, but she's knocked off the puck, and the puck comes to Rooney, and it might just be one of those nights for the Frost. You just want it to end. Clark battles with Batherson and below the goal line. Puck tipped away from the point. Might be a chance for Minnesota to skate. There's going to be a penalty coming up as the Rock got in the way. Petrie is in. A wicked backhand that's over top of the goal. Goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker. Jakes is back at her own line. Clark pursues. Jakes, good skating out to the neutral zone and on the right side, right to the heart of the slot. Fights off a couple of Charged players, but finally Ottawa touches the puck, and it means the Frost will go to the power play for the first time in this period.
Well, this is Jocelyn Larocque that's going to go to the penalty box, and so this puck is chipped by her. She tries to interfere, holds on just a little too long, and so she's going to go to the penalty box, but she does a smart thing. As soon as she takes this penalty, she gets an opportunity. She gets off the ice and changes. And so now you're looking at 5 players on the ice. Coach gets to decide which one she pulls off, and so the no escape clause, no escape rule is negated.
Power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Minnesota 0 for 2 on the power play tonight, but it's looked dangerous. 6 shots, but they've also given up a shorty. Made it 2-0 at the time as Hughes was able to put one 5-hole past Hensley, the goaltender at the time. It's a nice move from Heisey. Heisey is in, lost the puck on that last toe drag.
She created one of the other goals with that same move.
Scored by Cava, who's on the ice right now, but the pass splits the D, and McQuigg has to hurry back as Rebecca Leslie is right there. That jailbreak goal, by the way, going all the way back to the first period, the only one of the season for Ottawa. So it leaves Minnesota now the only team not to have scored shorthanded in the PWHL season.
Well, it's funny with that jailbreak rule. It really can be an energizer.
Jake's shot tipped wide of the goal. In below the goal line, Minnesota's first to this puck. They did a lot of this early on in the first period. Winning puck battles, but have allowed 6 straight since then. Jakes gets the puck, top of the slot. Another bouncer that's gloved down by the Charge. Markowski pushes the puck to the corner. Britta Curl is there, and she is finally jarred off the puck, and it's safely down the ice again from Leslie.
Minnesota, when they are winning their puck battles, like you said, in the first period, they looked good, and they got 2 really strong power play units. Sophie Jakes on the second unit here.
Another chip towards the goal. That one from Shishaba, and it's another save from Mashmeyer. Power play continues for another 5 seconds. Flaherty's attempt at goal. That one caught Serdachny in the glove, and that one stung. Stays on as now Jocelyn Larocque steps out of the penalty area and is able to chip this puck forward. Channel Watkins was there. The 2 number 23s meet in the neutral zone. Savalainen spun around, falls down. The Shepherds is quickly in on the forecheck. Brooke Bryant as well. When it comes to Savalainen, able to escape the puck out. And with Jenner, drop pass. Savalainen lets it go, and Rooney makes the save and catches the rebound. A big night for the offense all around. Taken by Serdachny, who stops up, pushed back. Steckline did a good job of taking her down. Less than 3 to go in this hockey game. Ottawa plays 7, including tonight, 7 of the next 10 at TD Place. Turned over. Cava couldn't pull the puck to her forehand and then release it. Comes back to Jakes. With some time to shoot, lets it go. Wanted a tip and got it. It was directed wide by Cava. Comes to Leslie again. She's chopped down. Cava below the goal line. Heisey spinning play and a good block from Teralova. Sprawled out, read it well. Back up to Jakes. Shot toward the goal. Scores! Jakes has got goals in back-to-back, and it's 8-3.
Well, we did say this game had to feel like it wasn't over quite yet, and Sophie Jakes had a couple nice plays on that shift. She had one shot just off wide looking for a tip, and then she gets this one. She's had a good couple of games and fires this one back the other way. From the blocker side, it's a tough save to make. It's coming back the other side. You got Coyne Schofield on the doorstep. You're kind of honoring that, as well as the goaltender through all sorts of traffic. And she roofs that one. It's her 11th point, so 10 all of last year. She's already beat that.
Yeah, career best, a career high season for the 24-year-old. Centering pass comes from the Frost. It's all the way out and down the ice. And, of course, we can add another mark in the record book because now that's 11 goals in this hockey game.
So far.
Still
now
got
there's
a
only
minute
2.
45 to go. Could happen.
Of course, for the Charge right now, I got to think that the directive would be just chip pucks out, get them in, 1 forechecker, kill the clock.
Make sure that they can get on that flight to Edmonton because there's more snow expected in the Ottawa area over the next couple of days. It's been a week.
That's what happens when you get a couple years without much.
It'll be Toronto and Ottawa in Edmonton Sunday afternoon as the PWHL Takeover Tour continues. Frost will move on for game 3 of 4 on the road trip. Playing against Montreal. 2.5-hour bus ride away. As we move into the last minutes here at TD Place. Against the Charge. Harden on the forecheck and a pinching Savalainen. The puck towards the middle. Shishava's there to take it out of danger and skate the puck out to the neutral zone. One of 5 Czech players, as you and Claire highlighted earlier on in the game. 5 Czech players on both these teams in this hockey game tonight.
Of course, for this Ottawa team, this will be their first win on home ice.
There's a chance and a turnover. Hughes, where's the puck? That one went off the outside of the goalpost. That puck was just lying there off of the turnover, and that was almost 9. Less than 10 to go. There's a shot that goes off of the glove of Maddie Rooney. Fans stand and applaud. What a night for Ottawa. A team that struggled to score, well, you can forget about that tonight. It's an 8-3 Charge win. Well, all that pent-up frustration, it explodes tonight for Ottawa. 6 straight goals power the Charge to an 8-3 win, a PWHL record on multiple fronts. Thanks for watching, and good night from Ottawa.